Hi, it's Dean here. It's October 6th, the evening before the inaugural Reuters Mental Health Week kicks off. I'm pretty excited about the whole thing. It's the first time we've ever done this. We've got a lot of activities planned. Got some great mental health awareness posters. I'm going to be doing some training this week on managing stress, on training managers on how to look after the mental health of their staff. And lots of activities planned around the world. We're going to have a webinar with the Dart Center for Journalism and Trauma on vicarious trauma. There'll be another webinar on sleep. All sorts of things going on. I've had 4 or 5 days to build up for this, and I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone, except for one major problem. We were supposed to launch a website on Tuesday called the Reuters Mental Health and Resilience Resource, and it turns out at the last minute that lawyers have intervened and have got issues with some of the wording on this website. Now, this website it's all about giving our journalists the information they need to understand trauma, to understand stress, to understand mental illness, to give them the insight into these issues, give them insight into self-care, how to get help, how to get support. It's got all our blogs that we've run in the last couple of years that our staff have written about their own emotional challenges and struggles. It's a fantastic website. It's all about prevention. And so at the last minute, lawyers have come in and looked at some of the wording and they don't like it. I'll give you an example. One of the sections on this website deals with digital overload, which is a massive issue for journalists, whether at Reuters or elsewhere. Emails from the time you wake to the time you sleep, the 24/7 hyper-connected world that journalists work in. So in the original of this website, I had written that it's important that Reuters managers recognize the stress that digital overload can exact on their staff and their relationships with their families, and brainstorm ways to create a climate for team members to switch off responsibly and not feel guilty or worried they will be viewed negatively for doing so. The lawyers come in and they change the language to, it can be helpful to look for ways in consultation with your manager to take a break from connectivity while still ensuring work gets done. I just said to my boss in New York, this language is unacceptable. Make no mistake, staff will read this as meaning that you need to be on 24/7. It's at complete odds with everything that we are trying to do around Mental Health Week, which is, the themes are unplugging and building resilience. So I've said no way. As a result, the website is being delayed, but I'm not going to back down on this one. It's too important for the mental health of our staff. I mean, frankly, if you ask me, the biggest threat to the mental health of Reuters journalists around the world, it is our legal department and it's our HR department. Because the way they get in, the way they resist so many things I am trying to do is unbelievably frustrating. And these people don't understand journalists. They don't know what it's like to be a journalist. They've never been one. And they're not willing to listen to me, to have me explain to them the sorts of stresses and strains that our staff are under. I just wish they would listen, because at the moment they are part of the problem, not the solution.